My daughter Emily was born a few months ago. Now, as you probably know, babies grow up quickly, so it was really important for us to take a lot of photos so we could preserve these memories for years to come. But as new parents, we were also extremely busy, and we didn't really have the time or energy to shoot with a DSLR camera. And that's why we were using our iPhones to capture the first days and first months of Emily's life. So how did it work out? Watch this video and I'll show you the kind of photos we were able to take with the iPhone. Now, if you can't hear me, please tap on this video to turn on the sound, and then we can get started. Now, the first few days after the baby was born were actually the most difficult. Unfortunately, my wife had to go through an unplanned C-section, and because of that, she was in a lot of pain for several days. So during that time, I was taking care of the baby while all of us were staying at the hospital. Now, we're both first-time parents and everything was new to us. So needless to say, photography wasn't the #1 priority for us at that time. In fact, we hadn't even packed our big camera because everything happened so quickly. But with that said, we did take a few photos with the iPhone, and we're so glad we did. So now I'd like to show these photos to you. Now, this very first photo was literally taken minutes after Emily was born. So if you look at her skin and her fingers in particular, you'll see that they're still soft and wet from all the water in the womb. So that's how early this is. Now, this isn't a perfect photo, but we're so happy to have it because this was such an important moment for our family. This next photo is also really special because this is the first time the doctors took her weight. So not only I can see how heavy she was when she was born, but also I'm lucky that I was there with my iPhone to capture this special moment. The next photo is actually taken on the next day, still at the hospital. And if you just quickly compare the way she looks in these photos, you'll see how different she already looks on the second day of her life. And for the first few days, she was just changing the entire time. It was crazy. We honestly didn't expect all the changes to be that fast. So the next photo is taken one day later, and once again, she looks different. There are no longer any red spots on her face, and she looks more accustomed to the world. Then a few days later, when we went back home, we decided to go for our first walk together as a family. And this is a very special photo because the walk was actually really short. Since it was winter, we could only go outside with the baby for maybe 15 minutes or so. But luckily, I had my iPhone and the light was really beautiful on the beach. And that's where I took this photo of my wife and the baby. And finally, this is the first time Emily took a bath. And you can actually see that I'm taking this photo with my left hand as I'm holding her in my right hand. And once again, it's the kind of thing that I can do with the iPhone, but probably not with a DSLR camera. And almost all of these photos are live photos, so I can play them back if I tap and hold my finger, and then these photos play back with video and sound, which is just another way to relive these beautiful moments. But the point I'm trying to make is that none of these photos will win us any awards. They're not perfect, flawless photos, but they're really important photos to our family, and I'm so happy we had the chance to take them. I think we're really lucky to have the iPhone camera because it allows us to capture our memories in such an intimate way. The iPhone is easy to carry with you, it's always there, and it's not a big hassle to pick it up and start shooting. And because of that, we already have over 1,000 beautiful photos of our baby girl, and we're just getting started. By the time she grows up and graduates, we'll have tens of thousands of beautiful photos of her. And frankly, that's only possible because of the iPhone camera. To tell you the truth, it's just not practical to carry around a DSLR on most days. And without the iPhone, we'd have missed so many of these once-in-a-lifetime moments and occasions that we can now capture thanks to the iPhone. Now, as you can see from everything I just shared, your iPhone is indeed the best camera for capturing the most important moments in your life. After all, it's the only camera that you have with you at all times. Now, the iPhone camera looks really simple on the surface, but when you start digging deeper, it's really not that simple. There are so many hidden camera features and camera settings that you probably don't know about. And to make things worse, it's not enough to simply learn about all the different iPhone camera features. You also have to understand how to use each one of them in different photography scenarios. We're talking about different light conditions, different photography subjects, and even different genres and styles of photography. But here's the good news. Once you really understand iPhone photography, you'll be able to take the kind of photos that nobody would even believe were taken with the iPhone. And that's why I created iPhone Photo Academy, which is an online course teaching you everything there's to know about iPhone photography. So right next to this video, you'll find more information about iPhone Photo Academy. If you'd like to use your iPhone to take stunning photos that you'll be proud to look at many years later, and if you'd like to do it without having to carry your bulky camera, then please take a look at iPhone Photo Academy. There's more information right next to this video, so take a look, and I really hope to see you there.